Hetero, that's it.
Hey guys, my name is Seth, and this is the Philly Special.
Oh, how was it? The
Uh,
fucking
dude, the
game.
parade was nuts, dude. It was nuts.
Whereabouts were you?
Let's talk about the Philly Fusion and the Philly Sixers and the Eagles. This episode of the Philly Special.
Whoa.
Are you listening? Damn.
Hey guys, my name is Seth, and this is the OpTic Topic. Back again with Jordan and Ben. What's going on, guys?
Yo, what's good?
Alright, so obviously the big thing that we want to talk about is obviously the CSGO roster, everything going on with that drama. We're going to talk a little bit about pretty much every team here, especially with the Overwatch team. They had like playoffs that just happened. Really upset, but I'm also really happy. But we're going to get into that later. But yeah, we're going to talk about all of them and everything that's happened in the last 2 weeks. First, we're going to start off with Gears because when we last recorded, that was there. It's going to be real quick though because we were recording, and I think they either started the finals as we were recording or they just finished. But
yeah, they were in the grand finals.
They just started, yeah.
Yeah. Jordan, if you want to go on with that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty solid victory. We went in. I'm pretty sure, wasn't it the last map or something that was kind of close? We made like a decent comeback on. But either way, we finished off the finals, won the event. I mean, there's really not much you can say because this team is just so dominant. Everyone was popping off. Everyone was playing well. They proved again they're the best team in the world. Not much to say really. Just proud of them. Glad that we've gotten these dubs. You know, I think it is nice, especially with so many inconsistencies in our team. In our organization, there's so many inconsistencies with like who knows how well this team's gonna do. Then it's nice to have this one constant team that will always win, pretty much, along with like Halo, who will do pretty well as well. So it keeps a nice steady wins in the organization.
Yeah. I mean, watching them is the only time where I'm not like sweating, like when it's close game, or even if we're losing, I still know we're gonna win. But like
that last map was quite close though, to be honest.
But even then, I wasn't even nervous.
Yeah.
But
Explosive had an insane last kill. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah, dude, that was actually
Summons.
Nuts.
Wasn't it Summons? The nade kill?
Oh, was it Summons?
Yeah, Summons who put the nade down.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, actually.
And like stopped them from being able to touch the point. It was insane.
Yeah, that was a good play.
Okay.
It was like 200 IQ play. Like, nice.
Yeah, that was nuts. That was almost 2 weeks ago. They finally, because they lost Mexico City last year.
Yep.
So that was pretty big. But like we said, not much, just winning as always. But the thing that you guys really want to hear, the thing that we really want to talk about, is the CSGO roster. And Ben has been smiling, waiting to talk about this. So Ben, you can go talk about it.
Boys. Well, on I don't know what day it was. It felt like a year ago already, but quite recently. No, Tuesday it was, I think. Let me get the exact date up. So on the 6th, we got the news that Mixwell will be leaving. I was super upset, as everyone was, because
press F to pay respect, boys.
Yeah, Mixwell is such a nice guy, and you know, I wanted him to stay, but the scenario seems to be, I thought it was because they're moving to NA, and you know he doesn't want to live in NA, but apparently that wasn't the problem. It was the visions don't line up, and he's been speaking a lot on Twitter about he doesn't want to get like he doesn't want to have to rush wins. He wants like, you know, to like play himself, basically play his play style.
Wait a second.
And get the wins.
When they said like the visions didn't line up, I assumed that was like the NA, like wanting to live in the NA. Not sure if it's going to work out. That's why I assumed it was.
Chet said it was something else apparently. So, and he's been saying a lot on Twitter about like, you know, I don't want to rush it. I just want to play and then win. So I think maybe Mixwell didn't want to get rid of the whole team and, you know, start fresh with new teammates, because I mean I can see what he means, because he's been through how many lineups now, and I can imagine to get a whole new load of teammates, it must be hard. So
you gotta feel bad for him, man. He's stayed here the whole time, even when other people have left, and he's been trying so hard, but
he's been here for almost 2 years now, so
I know.
you know, every good thing must come to an end. So sadly, after a year and a bit, he's left. And then the next morning, I woke up to news that Magisk had left, and about 2 hours later, he signed with Astralis. So
you can't really
he's
blame
gone on
him
to
for that
bigger and
one,
better
though.
things. Yeah. He's always said like he hates going to like abroad. He didn't want to go to NA anyway, so no wonder if they're moving to NA full time. So he likely wouldn't be part of the roster anyway. So he's got his chance. And to be
Even
honest,
though
like
he may have fit in with the Danish squad.
Which is,
yeah,
the Danish squad is the first squad we almost picked up in the beginning.
yeah.
Astralis?
Well, not this Danish squad, but the Danish squad.
A
Yeah,
Danish
yeah.
squad is what I'm saying. We almost went back to the roots.
Yeah. So yeah,
Imagine if we had bought them, dude. Imagine if we had gotten not bought, but I mean like if we had gotten the original Astralis as our team.
I don't know. I kind of like the struggle with NA.
Then we would have had Mixwell. Would have never have known about Mixwell.
Frankly, I'm okay with that. I would get over it. I have lots of other people.
Well,
on
you
OpTic
wouldn't
that
know
I love.
about it. So.
Mixwell isn't my favorite OpTic member. I liked him a lot, but he wasn't my favorite. So currently, my favorite player-wise is Palavul. So
fair enough. But yeah, Magisk left, and then we got the news the day after like getting an AMA and everything by who is it now? Jay and Malik, I can't say his name. The new VP of Infinite and OpTic. So yeah, we got a new lineup, and it is Cajun B, forgot it right now. Config, Cajun B, Gade, Stanislaw, the return, and the return of Shazam. So
Shazam.
The extra H.
I for one I might cut out in a sec, so if I do, I'll be back in like 5 minutes, but am I back?
Yeah,
You're there.
Yeah, right, I'm all good. Yeah, so I for one are really excited about this lineup. Gade is apparently like Hobbit on Gambit, who's a really good player, and he like Hobbit is being loaned out for 6 months, and then we're probably going to end up buying him anyway. So we'll just buy him from North Academy. But if we don't, he'll probably go back, and we'll pick someone else up. But Chet said he wants this roster to last a while. No change of roster in 6 months.
Well, obviously.
So
Oh, wow. Do you want to like go through each player and then just kind of discuss them? Because I don't know CSGO, but I mean, like, if we discuss each of them, so I mean, like, we can just go down the list, I guess, and start with Config.
So Gade is like an
explosive. Gade, that makes sense.
Yeah, Gade's a mechanical player. He's got sick aim and stuff.
He came from North Academy, right?
Yeah,
I heard a bit about him. I heard that he lacks experience, but like insane mechanical skill.
Yeah, he's only been playing CS for like 2 years or something, and he's already on a pro team.
Did you see the interview?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting to see. Like that he was originally in COD to make the decision.
No, he was originally in COD.
College.
Oh, college.
University.
You cut out there, yeah. But yeah, he was originally in college. Decided he wanted to pursue something else. Or was it after college or something? Oh no, it was a year into college.
He was like, I can either do this and fully commit to school or fully commit to CSGO, and he decided to give it a go. And I mean, looks like it's gonna work out. Hopefully,
he was on the Singularity. He was on the Singularity roster as well, who won at Copenhagen Games, which was very unexpected. So he's only been on the scene for a short amount of time, but he's sure going to be an insane player soon.
Yeah.
Next is Cajun B. He's a veteran player in this lineup. He's come from North, and he was just benched. But
is he loaned as well?
A lot of teams. No, he's bought.
So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the rest are bought. Only Gade was loaned.
Because again, most of these players were like benched or like came from an academy team, and like the leftovers again. That's every single roster we've ever had,
except from Shazam.
Except Shazam.
Yeah.
The second time Shazam
disbanded. Yeah, second time Shazam. But yeah, so we got Cajun B, who's a good player. Interesting to see how he's gonna do. I've not been keeping an eye on him, so I can't say too much about like how he's doing. He's a good player though. I reckon with this team, his defined role will go very far. Then we got who I said Cajun B, Gate. Then we got Config, who's a pretty insane player. I don't know why North dropped him.
I've known his name for a while. I've known his name and I haven't known them. I think I've seen him play before, but like I found it weird like that we got him out of everyone. Like I felt like that was the one where I was like, whoa, that's like someone who I could have seen as like some sort of star power that like how did we end up with him?
I don't know why North dropped him. I think he's a bit like Majisk. North seem to like drop players because they don't fit well. To be honest, personally, I think it's because the in-game leader in North. They need to get rid of him and get a new one. He's not really good with everyone, and he can only work with new talent and make them look amazing. So when you got these veteran players like Cajun being config, I think with Chet and with the in-game leader of Stanislaw, he'll come on to later. You know, this lineup's going to be amazing. But yeah, so we got 3 Danish players, and we got 2 NA. The return of Stanislaw. Of course, everyone calls Snake is Law.
Snake is Law.
He's only been on one team since OpTic.
Yeah.
I'm glad to welcome him back. Like he's a good player.
Too. He's very good.
Player.
Like 7 months late, but
it hurts. Like it
hurts.
Hurt. It always hurts. But I can accept that. Like I want him back because
it's been almost a year.
If anything, I just want an IGL, dude. That's all I want.
Yeah. He caused us this original pain, but you know what? I'm happy.
I was originally worried like how he would like him and Hector would, because like I know me and Seth talked about it. Seth and I, we talked about how like I thought that like, or was it me and you? I don't remember who I talked with about how I thought that that like Hector was really hurt by that, and like he went through so much through that I thought it would maybe take a bit to kind of get over it. And you said that you didn't think so.
I think.
I don't know the insides of it, but
the team has been through that many changes and stuff by now. Hector, honestly, like, I mean,
it was kind of an attack at him though. Like when he left, he's like, I don't like the leadership and this organization. It wasn't an attack of any of the players. He wasn't like, I don't like players. I don't like this organization, and I don't like how it's led.
At that point, like you have to realize, like Hector and Jay have come out and admitted it, like. The reason why he left has been fixed.
Yeah, I agree. But he didn't even give them a chance to like talk about it, really. You know, he like mentioned it and like, okay, we can talk. Gone. And I think that's what would hurt Hex so much. Is that like, if like someone came to me about that as a like, if I was Hex, I'd be like, all right, let's work together to see how we can fix this, so we can make your experience better while you're on the team. But instead, he's just like, I don't want to deal with it. I'm leaving.
I agree.
Stan just got a better offer though, to be honest. Like if you look at our lineup at that time,
better offer. We were on top of the world. Well, no, we had just lost.
To be fair,
we dropped out of the major quite badly. So
yeah, but before that, we had great. We just won E-League, which was essentially a major. I mean, essentially.
I mean, to be honest, you could compare this to almost FaZe. You know, great towards the end. Oh wait, no, they were in the final. Fuck. I mean SK, but they had a standing player, so I don't know. Like, but yeah, maybe Mouse actually, because they had a. Wait, no, they got. I don't know, but yeah, you know what I mean.
Dude.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I couldn't think of results, but no. I think Stan should be welcomed back by everyone. All his commands are being deleted.
He's not going to be though. There's going to be a lot of hatred there. Because people,
be a lot of hate.
For a year, people have been so pissed off that CSGO hasn't done well. They've taken. I'm not saying I agree with this, but I've seen so many comments saying I'm sick and tired of this. The long ride will pay off in the end, or you have to build to a team. They did it with the as soon as we lost Stan, we weren't able to get someone, and that may have been because I know like I asked in the AMA, which is awesome that they did an AMA. It shows how the organization is maturing, but they said like the only reason why that they didn't get a fifth wasn't completely because of financial reasons, but I mean that was I feel like that has to be part of the reasons. You know what I mean? If you have a team that just won E-League, you know there's gonna be a player that wants to go. There's gonna be one. There's gonna be a good player that might want to come. I know there are a couple players. I believe like Elige was one or something, but
yeah.
You know, now that we have an organization, the reason why Stan left in the first place was because of organization and the leaders of the organization. Now we have members to support the team, and that's their job in general. And I think it's different now. I think it's good for Stan. It just sucks because if he joined 7 months ago, it could be a different story. But yeah, for a year we have been struggling with multiple lineups. I mean, we had so much talent on both. Even with the EU roster, you know, people were like, "Oh, Magisk! Imagine if we kept Magisk with this lineup. That'd be sick, dude." But we had like a lot of potential. But is it because of the organization? We don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of the players leaving. I saw Chet was speaking about it. The reason why they didn't keep HS is internal issues. It wasn't just with like him arguing; it was in game as well. He kept on saying, I noticed, you know, in vlogs and stuff, that he wasn't good enough, and he was just training all the time. And I think like HS is still a young player, and he needs to take it easy on himself. Like he's such a good player. Like he's honestly he's gonna be on a top team one day, like a phase or something. I bet you. Or maybe even us. Like, but
It's too
he's
early
just
to
good.
say.
I know what I mean, but like towards the end of that lineup,
Now.
internal issues. HS, he's gonna be a good player. All of them are, except Freiburg and Ali, who, as much as I didn't want them to leave, because they were good players. Well, Ali was, and Freiburg was a good in-game leader. You know, I think it's the right way for this lineup. I mean, rip to all the people, including me, who met them just before they left, because the lineup I got a picture with now no longer exists. Not one person's in OpTic still. Technically under contracts, but yeah.
I just want to point out real quick while we're on the topic of the CS roster. Right now, as we speak, the CS Summit finals is taking place, and 3 of the 5 old OpTic members are in the finals. We have Tarek and Rush on C9 and Naf on Liquid. And they're all in the finals.
That's wild.
And where's Stan?
Feels bad.
Stan back on OpTic.
Yeah.
Where's Mixwell?
I just feel bad. Okay, dude, that was too far. That was too far. Everyone loves Mixwell.
I'm hurting.
Dude, like, he doesn't even have a team that we know of yet. And
Mixwell's gonna play WSG and he's gonna explore his options. I could see him being on Mouse if they need help, but he's also taking French lessons and could be on a French team. But anyway.
Yeah, I saw that. He's 5 days a week or something like that.
Yeah, 5 days a week with a personal tutor. So he could be on G2 or MVS in the future, or even this new lineup that's going to be formed with Devudek and who's the other player? Can't remember, but Devudek and his brother, or whatever it's called. But yeah, last player of the lineup, Shazam. He's been playing it insane lately. We got fucked up against him a few times.
The first person that we dropped.
Yeah, but do you know what? He's he had a bit of a struggle himself in Echo Fox and dropped off a bit. He was still a good player in Echo Fox, like one of the best, but just wasn't performing as well. And then this Misfits lineup, I don't know if it's Shungairs or the lineup around him, but he's performed insane. And we're gonna do really well with him, I think, if he continues his form.
If he's consistent, yeah.
If he's consistent from Misfits, like there'll be no doubt he's gonna be one of the best players in this lineup. And yeah, I'm excited to see this lineup play. Like the first match will be at the end of March with ESL Pro League. Let's see if they've updated the thing yet. I doubt they have, but first match is ESL Pro League.
Realistically, though, right? Besides matches, besides tournaments, where do you see us placing as far as the other teams go? Top 15?
Top 5.
Top 5. Get out of here.
Top 5.
Dude, no, you're not even being realistic. I know you love OpTic.
I think this team has potential to be top 10.
Oh, we said that about the last lineup too.
And they did make it into top 10, didn't they?
With the EU roster, I'm not sure.
Boys. Sorry, but
qualify for the major.
The fucking things are being released. The schedule's being released.
For
our first match with this lineup is 6th of March.
So long away.
I know.
I thought
I'm excited.
What is that for? I thought the online leagues were starting before that.
I think with the leadership,
the online leagues start before it, but we don't play till 6th of March.
I think
Katowice.
I think with the leadership of both Chet
is a god.
And then having the in-game leader of Stan, that if we're able to make these players work well together and give Gage some experience, I think like over time we'll see the true potential of this team. I think there's hope that this could be a good team, but we'll just have to watch. I mean, think about the original squad with Stan, without Shazam, the one that we won E-League Major, like we would have never said, like if you had said top 5 with that squad, like what would have you thought originally if you said that? So like I'm cautiously optimistic.
Okay, I'm just putting it out there. Okay, these are HLTV's rankings right now. We have FaZe number 1, SK number 3. I mean SK number 2, Cloud9 number 3. A lot of OpTic players. G2, Mouse. So you think that we are better than at least Mouse right now?
I think we're better than G2 as well.
Wait. I thought the question was what could we be, like eventually.
No, Ben. Well, the near future, not like a year from now. Maybe like 3 months.
You think? Right. Let's go down. Let's go down in front of us. So we got QBF in front of us, which even though they're performing well, they could take with Chet analysis. I think we could take over them. Liquid, well, it's undebatable because they are a good team. I see them going to the top 5 very soon. So maybe they're going to be tough competitors of ours. Gambit, they're dropping right off. I don't see them getting like to the major, like not next time because they're in the next major, but the time after. I don't know if they're going to be in the major or not. Na'Vi, fucking hell, beat them. They just lost Epsilon online. MIP, I reckon we could beat Astralis with what's his name? We just lost him. Magisk. I don't know how they're going to be, so they could take over us. They might not be. Fnatic, I've not really seen much of them. They have been playing well at the major and stuff. Again, they're going to be like a Liquid. They're going to be like our deciding factor to top 5 or not. Mouse are doing well, but I still think we can beat them. G2, well, fucking Force by heaven. They've not.
That'll be Mixwell if he joins them.
No.
Who joins
French
team?
Mixwell's not joined yet, so we can beat them. So I reckon the only 3 teams that can beat us, and only 2 teams that we're gonna have problems against, will be FaZe if they've not just fucking lost all hope after the major. SK if they don't drop off with bolts and carry on like how they were before the major.
They won't.
Cloud9.
If Fallen's on that team, they won't drop off.
No, yeah, I know what you mean, but like
And Cold Zero.
Summit they lost to Liquid, so it shows how good Liquid is or how bad SK is. We don't know, but
just how fluky it is, maybe.
Cloud9's fucking insane right now. They're gonna beat us, I reckon. Liquid could beat us, and Astralis and Fnatic maybe. We're gonna be in the top 6, I reckon. To be honest.
And 3 months.
That is so bold, but I like it. I
honestly think we can be like.
I'm gonna let you roll. I'm gonna let you roll.
Top 4, boys.
Right now, there's roster mania going on, so I think some other teams will rise up. I mean,
we can revisit the question,
Yeah, I say in 3 months' time, I say number 10, give or take, between 9 and 11 in 3 months.
Agree. 3 months is not very long. That's like what?
We're already 30.
May? Like the halfway through May.
I guess. Was it now? February? March? Yeah, May. Towards the end of the semester.
I can do maths.
It's math.
I mean, it depends how many fucking not qualifications events we're gonna play because, I mean, so far we just got Pro League, so and ECS, so that's not gonna put our standings up. So I reckon by the next major we'll be top 5. I reckon we might get quarters or semis at the major, like Legends.
I respect that.
I need to go back and see what Ben predicted for the EU roster because I'm pretty sure he said something like that. I like the optimism though. I like that. I hope you're right, dude. I pray to God you're right, to be honest. But just bold. But we will have to wait on see on them. Hopefully, we get a little bit more information about Mixwell, where he'll be, some of the other players. Smooth transition, dude. I was setting one up, but I can't do better than that. I just can't. Okay, Overwatch. So, from the last time that they played, they were on, I think it was like the 16-0 Dream.
Dream.
I wanted to get a 20-0. We played against Shock, and we lost one map. And guess what map it was?
Probably because we didn't have Lynx in.
We didn't have Linkster, which was a good point.
And we didn't have Mendo.
Well, Mendo has not been in all regular season.
He wasn't available, so who knows?
I swear I've never seen Spree before. like play.
Yeah, I know, but he seems really supportive.
Yeah, he's always on Twitter, but
He's
never like.
and all like the documentaries, you see him like cheering. I'm like, dude, that is a team player right there. He's not even playing. Yeah, he's so supportive. I'm like, let's go, man.
Well, I mean, we're not playing, we're supportive.
It's like Tyrone as well. He's like so supportive but never plays.
Tyrone's the best. But yeah, so they lost the control point map to Shock. They got to, I think it was like 18-0 before that. Beat them, and then the big game is we play up against Dynasty, who is one of the better teams in the league, probably top 3 at the time. We go up against them, and we go all the way to map 5. Now, here's one of my gripes with the league. When it goes to map 5, there's 4 game modes. When it goes to map 5, in the regular season, they decide to play another control point map.
Which sucks for us because we suck at control point. But, like, it's understandable.
But, like, okay, I get it. I get it because at the end of that one, it's the quickest one where we get a definite winner. There's no chance for a tie. But, I mean, at that point, that's so unfair to a team that doesn't do well with that. I mean, all the other ones, like, have some, like, payload-esque things to them, like 2 of the 4 game modes. It just sucks for us. But, you know, it was still a pretty close match. The next week we play against Spitfire, who is arguably better than the Dynasty, and we actually beat them, which was huge for us, especially coming down to it. And so last night, as we were playing, there was a 4-way tie in record, but it came down to us, Boston, and the LA Valiant. The New York Excelsior, who only lost once, to Philadelphia, who beat us in week 1. I don't know.
Yeah, but week 1 for us was like a fluke.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. If we did that, we wouldn't be in that position, and we would have been tied for first in the league. We're tied for second now. But if we beat Boston, we would have placed third in the league and gone to the playoffs. So at there's a couple stages throughout the season.
I'm not having a lag. I'm back. Sorry.
After 10 games of each team, top 3 teams go playoffs. Second and third play each other. Winner of that plays the first. Prize money, you can win $100,000 for first, $25,000 for second, nothing for third. Doesn't affect the league standings, so if we beat Boston, we made it in. If we lost to Boston, they made it in. But if we lost to Boston in 5 games, if we went to game 5, LA Valiant would make it in.
Yeah, it was like all these different like possible outcomes that could happen. I was in a Discord with some guys, not like talking, but like they were texting, and like I wanted Houston to go through, another guy wanted Boston to go through, and another guy wanted LA Valiant to go through. And so we were all, by like the 3rd map, was it? There were 2 maps left, and like it was still possible for any of the 3 of them to get it, and we were all cheering for different things. It was the funniest thing ever. But I mean, we ended up pulling that one through, beating Boston 3-2. Intense series.
That was insane.
And I thought we were going to the capture point that it was game over.
Oh, dude, so did I. I didn't doubt him for a second.
No way.
Not at all. I was actually.
Should we bring up the screenshot right now?
The screenshot of where he's like, "Well, they flipped it. I told you guys, it's game over."
Let's quote this. Where is it?
Okay, I'll quote it myself. I believe the message was.
This is what Seth said during the final game against Boston.
I believe it was.
You got it? I don't have it.
No, but I'm pretty sure I remember. I said, "Up, game over. There's no way we flip and hold." End quote.
Yeah.
And then after we win, immediately he texts, "Let's go, boys." I never doubted us for a second.
Not at all. Never.
So that was fun though, and I was hyped. I mean, that means we were like a top 3 team in the playoffs, and I was like talking about it. I was like, the first week we went 0-2, which was kind of a fluke, and then the only other loss we had was against Seoul Dynasty, which was 3-2, and we lost that without our main DPS.
Control point.
So
again.
I was like, that just shows how strong we really are as a team, and how like I think we really were either top 3 or top 4 team the whole season.
Okay, so here's where things get a little. Okay, so you play 10 games in each stage, right? Now there's 12 teams in the league. I was going to get upset if we lost because we didn't play the Valiant, right? And I think we're better than Valiant. And if we didn't get in over, and the Valiant did, and we didn't get a chance to play them, I was going to call BS. I would have flipped out. I would have been like, yo, why don't we get a chance to play them? How are you going to end the stage where each team doesn't play one team? But in the play,
I don't understand it because like you don't play one team, yet that could be like
exactly
your bane to get in the playoffs. I think every team should play every team.
It's easy. Just have one night where each team only plays once. Maybe make it to the opening night so that fits in.
Or literally, couldn't they just do that? Have a night that each team plays once, and it's right before the playoffs, and then the playoffs happen.
Yeah.
Because everything is so crammed in that last weekend.
I was gonna say you can make it week 1, right? And so like you can make it one day, maybe add a little bit more games. So within 1 day or 2 days, you could have every team playing.
I know what you mean, yeah.
But anyway, so we go to the playoffs, and now the structure changes, right? It's a best of 5, and it's another payload map. And so the last payload map was Junkertown, and which is our team's probably best map. Everyone knows that we're probably the best team in the game on Junkertown. Map 4 was Eichenwald, which is probably our second best map, which we're really good on. So I said all we have to do is win 2 maps, because if it goes game 5, we win. We win the first map, awesome. Second map, Control Point, fuck, man. We lost that one pretty bad. Game 3. What was game 3? I forget what game 3 was.
I don't remember.
It was Temple of Anubis. And that one, I feel like there are a couple mistakes that we just didn't do, but they ended up outplaying us. I feel like we could have played a little bit better on that one. But I'm like, it's all good. Eichenwald, Junkertown, GG. Because we just beat Spitfire the other day, right? And Eichenwald, we actually have a really good hold on defense. We actually almost full held them on the first point, and then they got it. And then overtime, they got it pretty far. And then when we went on offense, we just choked. Now, Linkser yesterday, for some reason, he was doing great like he always does. But some of the one-on-one fights with the other team's DPSs, he would just... I don't know. And like he's still such a great player, but I feel so bad because like there are just key points that define it. That along with I feel like we're a little slow to switch between heroes, especially on Temple of Anubis. But it just pissed me off.
Was Temple of Anubis the map that we just kept running at them and getting destroyed on point B?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that was hard to watch. We had
should have switched off the Reaper,
and we didn't even touch it. I was like, oh, this is painful to watch.
Yeah, and they held us really well, and it just pissed me off because I know we could beat the Spitfire, and losing to the Dynasty, right? That puts us maybe top 4 in the league right now. But if we were able to beat the Spitfire, right, twice, and the Dynasty were in it, that would put us solid at being able to say, hey, we're probably the second best team in the league, right? Maybe top 3 definitely. And we had a chance to play NYXL, who also, their only loss is to Philly. What the hell, dude? Philly.
And now Spitfire.
And that wasn't like week 1. Spitfire ended up being NYXL after they beat us. And I'm like, what the hell?
Philly was like one of those like hit or miss teams, dude.
But it just pissed me off because Spitfire beat NYXL, and that could have been our chance to beat them and be able to say, "Hey, we're the best in the league, or at least one of the best." And dude, I don't know why I was so upset. The league doesn't affect the league standings, but dude, I was so pissed. I was like nervous, like, oh, dude, I was so pissed. It should have been our game. The maps favored us. We should have won, and we didn't. I'm pissed. But I'm also like really happy. Because we made it. Because
we did well. We had a great season, and that's all we just gotta look back and be like, it's the first season.
Well, it's not a season, it's stage. This season is still going on.
Whatever. First stage we've ever played together.
This season is still going on.
Yeah, obviously, but dude, relax.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to confuse the viewers.
First stage is a team. We've only played 11 games, so I mean, oh wait, how many games did we play?
10 in the stage. We played 10. The 11th against Spitfire.
Right, 10 and 11. So yeah, 11 games. And so, I mean, I'm really, 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 really happy. I think we proved so many people wrong. So many people were like, this isn't a playoff team. They're probably not top of the table, maybe mid of the table. And I'm like, hey, let's prove them wrong. That's what we did, and I'm happy for the boys.
I'm so upset. I'm happy for them, but
I'm so happy, and you're like, still pissed.
I'm still happy for them, right? But the thing is, they're probably more pissed than I am. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
did you see Link's after the game? He looked devastated.
Because they
One
know
of them started streaming straight away, just playing Overwatch.
they should have had it.
Insane grind, dude.
Can I just say, like, I'm considering the start we had to this league, I think we still did amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't expecting, like, when we picked up the team, I knew nothing about Overwatch. I still don't know amazing thing on Overwatch, but you know.
Yeah, I've learned so much, and it's made me want to play it more.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've played it non-stop because
I've been trying to get
like,
you guys
not
to play for a while.
Well, I still can't. I don't have my PC.
I've been playing non-stop. I've got like 100 hours on it already. I swear.
Yeah, but
Talking about something I also have 100 hours on, PUBG.
Again, as I'm trying to set up a good transition, Ben, I can't do better. You are king of these, man. I need to take lessons from you. Okay, go on.
PUBG. So we've had a lot since, you know, last time. PUBG. We got invited to this thing in Korea. I don't know what it was. Something OGN was it called? I didn't get to watch it. People are saying it looked insane. I'm sad because I've not seen it yet. But we came 9th there. But while we were there, we didn't just play that. We also played like a solo thing, which they came like one of them came like 7th in, which is still pretty good against like Koreans and shit because they're like insane at any game. But yeah, we've had like quite a few different things go on. We've had the Katowice qualifier, which we came 3rd and qualified in. We had the GLL NA qualifier, which I think we did while we were there. We did a few of these while we were there and still made it with like insane with 300 ping. So yeah, we've had the PUBG Survival Series, which is why they're at Korea. They got 9th in that, which is pretty good out of like however many teams it was. We've had the APL Week 3, which I think they came 3rd in that. Let me just double check. Can't actually remember. We also had the PUBG Online, which we came 2nd in.
They all blend together. For
yeah,
me, to
APL Week 3 we came 3rd. So the PUBG guys are doing really good. We've also got the PUBG PGL Spring Close Qualifier and the Global Loot Season 1. I don't think that's a qualifier. And then just PUBG Online Showdown Season 1. The Zoom Premier League Season 2. So quite a few things going up. A lot going on with PUBG. They're keeping themselves busy over there.
I'm surprised for the most boring esport on the face of the planet.
Fuck you. I love it. It's
honestly the only esport I do not keep up with in OpTic. The rest I know pretty much what's always going on. But once they improve the spectator experience, maybe I'll get interested. But it's so hard to watch.
Do you think it's possible to improve it?
Yeah.
There's always a way, but will they do that? Do they have the resources to do that?
Way?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I know the way. I think the way to do it is like they did OGN / PUBG Survival, whichever it was. I don't actually remember, but yeah, they basically had a mainstream, and then they had each player like streaming their game, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that if you want to listen to the announcers talk about it, you know what I mean? They're going to be talking about Squad 6, and you're over there on Squad 7, and you have no idea what's going on because Squad 6 is fighting Squad 4.
But I guess PUBG's an esport where you don't follow the whole entire game. Instead, you follow your team.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Let me watch OpTic sit there in the gas station for the last 20 minutes of the game.
I know what you mean, but like it can be like it's hard to create storylines because that's what commentators do basically. Like, you know, they hype up the game, they create the storyline, they create like the atmosphere for the game, and if you're having to do that for 16 to 19 teams, which could all be out at the start or end, and you have to keep on track of everyone getting killed at the exact same time out of like 2 teams, it can become quite difficult, and you can't just switch when you're spectating one team in a fight to another fight straight away. Because like you're like, oh, and these guys are killing these guys. Oh no, another guy's killed another. Like it's kind of a switch in between. So I think a good balance between players streaming and a mainstream needs to be found. I don't know what that is, but I quite like having the players stream so you can listen to them speak, listen to the communication, find out their game plan, and you know, see kind of their story instead of like a whole picture where you're trying to find them on like a small map in the corner.
Well, you can't listen to what they say because when other teams go back and watch it, they know exactly what they're trying to do.
Right.
I know what you mean, but every game's different. Not every game you're going to have an AWM in Pachinki.
Yeah, but you know the basic strategies off the start. That's why they don't do that in CSGO anymore.
Yeah, I know, but like, I just think for a team to remember every single strategy of every other team.
People will
Everyone's
do
on
it,
an
dude.
even...
When it comes down to money.
Yeah, no, but like PUBG's not that big yet, and I think.
Oh, okay. But when it gets big, what are you
Right.
gonna do? You know
I think you have that many matches, and there's that much random to the game because the circle's like gonna be in somewhere.
That's another problem.
You're gonna see the players landing anyway. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna see them like, oh yeah, someone landed in Pachinki. That'll probably be them.
Yeah, but you could
So-
hear them say, "Okay, let's sit here until the second circle, run over this way, and try and like, you know what I mean? Like you could hear them do that." Plus,
I
the
know what you mean.
spectator mode is so laggy when you're watching. Every single
Yeah.
time I watch, you can't even see what they're doing. They're shooting like 12 feet behind them. It's a terrible experience.
Yeah. Well, the game's pretty
Not
not amazing anyway, because like you get the same map which no one wants to play every single game
I know
without
you
having
get
to
to.
like choose. Yeah, but I always get the dust map for some reason. Like I don't want to play it. I want to play the fucking green map.
That's not
Alright.
the green map.
Green map, green
about
wall.
green things.
They have done well though. I will say some of the matches I've watched, they have done really well.
Yeah,
It
the
seems
PUBG
like-
team are killing it right now, and they're going to continue. And I wish them good luck. And
Okay,
yeah,
Jordan, something you actually do follow. You want to take it away on League?
Okay, I followed the first 3 things we talked about. So, anyway,
can I just put in a second? The transition should have been PUBG are playing a lot of leagues, talking about another league. Jordan taking away. over
That's the best one you
Legends.
come
That
up
was
with. The
pretty
other
good.
ones
That
have
was pretty good. Okay, anyway, League of Legends. As most of you people who watch this pretty often know that I am a lover of the world of League. And let's just hop right in. So last week we played and last time we talked, we had just picked up our first win. It was against FlyQuest, and I believe that put us to 1-3. So yeah, 1-3. So we started off the season with a really, really hard schedule. And so last week we played Cloud9 and Echo Fox, who happen to be the top 2 teams in the league right now, and we got smacked around and lost to both of them. So that was a really rough week. And if you're watching the documentary that Roger makes, which he makes fantastic content, by the way, he really captured the disappointment and like the emotions going through the team, and you can see that they were really mad. But yesterday, we picked up another win to now be 2-5 against CLG, and it was a pretty good win. It was in like 35 minutes. We had decent control, good dragon control. They tried to focus out Zig during the matches, and we just played around that. And they pretty much gave them that lane and let them beat up Zig so that they could get advantages elsewhere. And it ended up working out. They ended up winning the match pretty confidently, pretty well, and just kind of controlled the pace of the game throughout the whole thing. Today, we're going to play Clutch Gaming. I'm really excited for that. I think if we keep on building momentum, that we're going to be able to start taking off games from these teams that are like middle of the pack, bottom of the pack, just because of the fights we put up against the top teams. Like we put up against TSM, 100 Thieves. I mean, 100 Thieves has had a rough couple weeks, but I think we're starting to pick up. Hopefully, we'll start to pick up pace because next week we play the Golden Guardians and FlyQuest, and that could easily be a 2-0 week. That could easily be a 2-0 week, and then the next week we play Golden Guardians again. So we could easily pick up 3 kills and 3 wins in the
Golden
next
Guardians and who?
2 weeks.
How many times they
FlyQuest.
play?
We
I've
play
been trying to follow
FlyQuest
them.
twice. Not FlyQuest. Golden Guardians twice in the next 2 weeks. Then we play FlyQuest once.
Which will
You
be
know
our
the league,
second
does
time
everyone
playing
play
them.
each other twice?
Yeah, everyone plays each other twice.
Right, okay.
Now,
I've been
I,
playing a bit of League recently, so I kind of know what's happening.
Yeah, that's good.
I will say that a lot of the losses that we do have came from like the top teams, Echo Fox, Cloud9, Liquid 100 Thieves are like on the top 4, and we've lost them. And like we said, a couple of them have been close. So now we're sitting at the bottom. But where do you expect us to be? In like 3 weeks or so, or later on in the season. Where do you expect this team to fall towards the end?
7th through 9th.
So where we are now.
We are currently 9th. Yes. I think 7th, 8th. I don't think we're the worst team. I think Golden Guardians have pretty much secured that. and I think we've had a
win
really rough
7.
start. So I think definitely maybe we could snag that 6th, but we'd have to really, really turn up. So I think that probably won't happen. And I think 7th, 8th is kind of reasonable for us. I think we've got a really strong core in Power of Evil and Arrow, but Zig Top and Lemon Bot aren't great, and then even Acadian, like I like the guy, but we need more ganks mid for PoE. We need better control of the jungle. We need better control of the map. He's a good jungler, but he doesn't quite have that much of a presence on the map that we need, and maybe that'll improve with time, but we'll just have to wait to see.
Yeah, hopefully he could overcome it in himself, because you could see how upset he is when he doesn't do well.
Yeah, definitely.
Which usually is a sign of a good player. You know what I mean? You see players in other leagues, they get pissed when they lose and then they come back stronger. If he doesn't, though, what's going to happen? And how it's not too easy. Like, it's not too easy to do roster changes in League, right?
Yeah, it's in between spring and summer split. I'm pretty sure they can do that, and then I don't know when the next one
right
is.
into the mic.
I think. And then after that, if you qualify for Worlds, then obviously you've got the roster that you qualified with, and if you don't qualify with Worlds, then you can transfer them.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not super common. It's not like in Call of Duty.
After every event.
Of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like we're gonna stick with these guys for a while. Hopefully they improve.
It's the hope.
Just hope. We haven't seen too much from like the lower teams yet. We'll see in the next couple weeks how they do. See where they're placing better in the league. Like you said, we play against Golden Guardians twice, so hopefully that gives us a little bit of a boost.
Yeah.
But moving on to COD.
He tried so hard to come up with.
I tried thinking one, but I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to make it like, so bad.
You should have gone from one losing team to another. Let's go to COD.
Shoot, that's ruthless.
I was trying to, but
except COD's winning now.
That's what I was gonna say. I was trying to connect something to Golden Guardians having 7 losses and OpTic having 7 wins, and 7 rings. But Call of Duty has been doing well in their offline global pro league, CWL, whatever they call it now. Last time we spoke, they were 3-0. They've lost once against Red Reserve, I believe, and they've won out through there. I believe they are 7-1 now. They're topping the series. They're actually tied with Rise, which is looking pretty good, because we said at the beginning that we think that we'll be around 4th place. Hopefully, we're not sure how the other team's going to be.
What did I say? What did I say?
We turned it around. TK. We did it. I didn't think we could.
Neither did I.
I did. I believed.
But then we lost to Red Reserve again, and it seemed
again, dude. Oh, I hate that.
You boys, calm down, you.
It was rough, but a good week. But what happened was a hard point fell apart. We were 9-0 in hard point, and then we went 0-4 in the next hard points that we played. We can't be doing that. Our Search and Destroy still looks super shaky, but fortunately our CTF actually looks pretty good.
Which used to be terrible.
Initially looked pretty good, yeah. So we're definitely improving all around, and I think just give more this decent connection. Seth just needs to move. It's like
stop being a bitch, man.
Come on, people are moving from fucking Denmark to play CS, mate, and you can't move from Cali to fucking Texas. I know you might have shit going on, but move.
Power of Kens, dude.
No, it's not. I don't want to say that, but yes, I agree.
So I'm not sure. Do we have to play each team twice in this league? Is that how it works? I know that's how it was like last year with the COD League. Because if not, right now,
we have to play every team twice. It's like a double round robin.
Okay. Because we just finished.
Make it through another 2 weeks.
We just finished week 3, and I believe it's out of 8.
Yeah.
So as of now, we're doing well. Hopefully, we don't fucking choke in the second half, because we're not even done the first. Right now, we're up there with Rise, TK, and Red Reserve. And if what Jordan says is true, as the year goes on, TK will get worse because they don't have the skill. Hopefully, that's true.
The slaying potential is what I said. I think that they know how to play the game right, but as other their slaying will come through, and TKs will not. Let's
Oh.
see if I am the Messiah.
Hopefully.
So it's just a LAN league, and then obviously they've got Birmingham coming out, which hopefully I get to go to, and then I think that's it.
Yeah.
How far away is
So-
There's another
Birmingham?
event, isn't there? There's like, what did you say?
I said, how far out is Birmingham?
From me?
No, like time-wise.
Like a month and a half.
Yeah, we still got a minute.
No, okay.
Yeah. They've got something else before that. I thought they had like an event before that. Maybe not.
And
I'm not sure.
maybe
I swear there's something
playoffs.
else.
They have playoffs.
I swear there's something else because like
I
there's
don't
Pro
know.
League and then there's something else. Then there's Birmingham, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay. Anyway.
I don't know.
from one champion to another, let's go on Dota.
That was so bad.
That's worse than mine. Just obvious transition, dude.
That was so bad. We need to like write transitions before we start our podcast.
Yeah.
All right, on to Dota. Okay, Dota. First off, what's his name? 33 or is finally being announced as he's officially joined OpTic. So he's part of the team. Welcome. We hope that you enjoy your stay and we hope that you bring fat dubs to the team. #Greenwall.
But he's been doing pretty good, haven't they? So,
But pretty much
carry this
the
on.
only major thing we have to talk about is the Dota 2 Asian Championship major qualifier. That was really great to watch because we lost round 1 of the winners bracket, and then we proceeded to lose.
This one.
We proceeded to lose every map 1 in the whole of the loser bracket, and then won every single game 2-1. We clutched up on so many different.
Is that how it
levels
went?
there.
I didn't notice. Did we lost
Yeah.
every map 1? Oh damn.
Yeah, and so we
We lost
clutched
the
up when it
complexity.
needed to, and came second at that, and we managed to qualify for the major in Asia. And I mean, not much to say. I mean, we're starting to. I don't know. We're still shaky as a team, and like something's gonna have to change eventually. But I guess after the TI, probably. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. We have lots of qualifications, which is really good, but what we at least need to be the best team NA, in my opinion, if we want to compete on definitely if we want to compete on an international level.
I mean, well, now with 33, that's official that most of our roster isn't NA, so maybe we'll do better than NA.
Maybe, but I mean the team's still NA, so.
I'm just saying. Hopefully
But
that
yeah,
gives us a Dota God's edge because they don't like it.
Yeah.
Coming up though, I believe Katowice. That's how it's pronounced. Katowice.
Katowice.
Yeah. Katowice.
That is
Poland.
like a week away, I think, at this point.
Mhm.
Poland.
We go up against the VP first round. So I believe that we probably will lose because I don't follow VP
Great
too much.
start.
I don't follow VP too much, but I know that they're pretty good. I know that they're definitely in the top 10, and I don't know where we rank, but I'm pretty sure we're like top 20.
Yeah.
So hopefully they prove us wrong. Hopefully they can do that comeback. But at the very least, hopefully it's a lot of practice
Hope for
for
the
us.
best.
Hopefully
Yeah,
it's
good practice.
You know what I mean? You have to play the best to be able to beat the best. If you never play them, what are you doing?
Not playing the best.
Yeah, it was a rhetorical question, dude. Come on.
Sorry, yeah, I didn't realize. Well, talk about being the best.
Let's move on to Halo.
The best team in the world.
I was just about to say that one.
Well, right now they're not rating champions.
They are.
Yes, they
Are
are.
they? Wait.
Yeah, they won the last
released 2K.
event. No, they won the last event, and Splice won the event before that.
Oh, was it? My time messed up. I thought Splice won. Never
And
mind.
we won the last 2K, and then came second in the 2K before that.
To Splice and the 2K before that.
I
to
have my
Splice.
dates all messed up.
Splice are a solid team, but I also think
Who's on Splice?
it's gonna be interesting. I don't know because they recently had a rank change, so it's gonna be interesting to see if they can transfer that from in-game to LAN. I mean, online to LAN. At MOG Orlando Open. When is that?
I can tell you that is
Next weekend.
taking place
Wow,
the
that's so
16th.
soon. And this is the first event that MLG is taking over again, right?
Yep.
So it's gonna be interesting. Hopefully the quality's better and it's gonna be for the scene.
hopefully. Because
Oh yeah,
now,
Spicy, Shotzi, Renegade, Stella, and Eco.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good team, to be honest. Like Stella's, we used to have him on OpTic, and he's a fucking sick player.
Very
He needs to
good.
cut his hair, like, but you know, I can't say anything about that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the Halo team. Not much to say. They're great. It's gonna be interesting to see if they're able to pull out another dub this weekend. Yeah. So that's kind of.
yeah, and we could talk about a lot of the tournaments for each
that.
team in the next 2 weeks, which we'll be able to talk about on next episode for sure. Because we have an event for Halo, an event for Dota. COD will have matches, I believe. The League will have a couple matches. PUBG
CS matches will be coming up.
Qualified. Yeah, I don't think they'll be going to be playing until
the week after.
yeah, Overwatch and
Overwatch back at it, but that starts late February.
Yeah, 11 days. So
Okay.
so
21st.
I think they'll have a bit when we record.
Yeah.
Yeah. So exciting stuff ahead for OpTic.
I'll be back in my room, so.
And have internet.
And I'll have internet. Hey.
Well, real internet.
Real internet.
Yeah, but I think that's gonna do it till next time. I know it was a lot of CS focus, but that's the biggest thing that's happened.
The most important thing right now.
Yeah, the most important thing in OpTic. And then a lot of time on Overwatch, but that's also one of the most important things that just happened. But until next time, guys, we'll see you later.
Goodbye.
Adios.